there. Hello there, Captain Panic. Thank you all for gracefully waiting for us. You'll have to hold out for us a little bit more as we load up the Louisville map to go. Had a fucking browser open to our stream. I thought somebody was mumbling in my ear, but it was just myself, so never mind. Sorry if you heard that. You missed the last stream? Oh, you're fine. For this stream, it will be a very more complicated one. Or I guess project, since we'll have to actually go in full detail for the square block we're going to be modeling. We have, let's see here, what is it, the building that we have to model? The last one we did was not really special buildings at all, so we were fine. But this square block holds, well, it holds 4 random buildings, but then a hotel, a fire station, and a gun shop. So I guess we'll see how that goes. You've been very excited to see that name of project stuff. Yeah. We have a lot written down for it. It's just we have to hold off so we can feed both sides of our audience, given we're giving the Project Zomboid people what they want in a big order in a way. But yeah, when we kick off the next episodes for Enigma, we'll probably be introducing a lot more ENCs. Because the full story isn't around the creatures that we have shown so far. There's a lot more we have to do. Actually, here, I'm gonna mute the music real quick. And I'm just gonna make sure I'm not too loud on the stream since we changed the mic settings a bit. Yeah, I might be a little too loud. Okay. Maybe I'll go down another 2 decibels. I was at -5. I'll go to -7. Okay. Let me turn the music back on for you guys then. I can then see what you guys are saying. Yeah, I get that. I really like how you portray the gradual decline in the exclusion zone. Yeah. There will be a lot more videos of the exclusion zone in the future because we don't want just one POV of what happened because it's such a large area. Of course, there's going to be different points of view of what happened. Where's the video playing from right now from? That is one of the renders that we have done of Louisville. We, given how Louisville is, we projected, since it was the 90s, everything, so nothing's advanced, and how quick the infection was, we predicted that basically the Army or National Guard or whoever was there would have wanted to set up some type of blockade. So that is the Louisville Bridge. So, yeah, that's from our map that we have right now. That's what it will fully look like for the details once everything is, done. But that's our goal, but for an entire city. So, damn. You like how it looks? Thank you. Also, I'm possibly coping at the end of the day. The Enigma group aren't heartless, cold-blooded scientists and do want to figure out what these things want without needlessly wasting life. Maybe. On my way to open my own stream, but passing to wish good progress on today's work. Have a good one. Thank you, D-Dan. Will we find out what happened to the team that was supposed to take care of the exclusion zone squad shift? Maybe. As I said, you'll, once we get into more of the, not main lore side stories, but more of the side stories, you might see a lot more POVs or around areas that could have happened around the same time. Like, you could see what caused the explosion during the exclusion zone video. That's one we had planned. Or maybe some type of survivor's POV during Muldra. Who knows? There's so many different things that we have. And sorry if you hear me like coughing right now. I have like a cough drop in. I woke up today with a sore throat, so my voice is a little bit more raspy than usual. Just wait for the side story. That'd probably be like, I don't know, the news or something. Or, I don't know, I was about to say JD Vance. I forgot who the person's name was. It's the female, newscaster. What's her name again? Oh my god. I even posted on Discord when I don't even know if it was me posting it. I know we posted it that we're looking for a voice actor for her. General John McGrew. No, that's not her. Where are you? Jackie J. There we go. Jackie J. I don't know why the fuck I said JD Vance. Maybe because they both start with J's. The JD Vance and the Nox infection zone. But yeah, no, that would probably qualify as like a side story in a way. Because if you think of it, they're reporting on the news or reporting on the infection. We're animating them reporting on the infection, and then the action is then happening. It's like 4 times POV type situation. Okay, let me catch up with your guys' things, and the map is loaded and we can see what's happening there. Oh no, they have the Nox infection. We're so cooked. Damn, bro, at least the Nox infection lets you be able to do a really good ASMR. I've been told I should do that. I don't really want to though. Maybe I'll do one for Zomboid where I'm like tapping the mic real quick and you just hear, I'll hire some dude outside my window to bang on and make zombie sounds. Do Zomboid ASMR. Oh no, the couch lover is here. No wonder Nox infection got out of control. The couch lover. Okay. Let me see if I can do this. I also was working on the buttons. Obviously the buttons didn't work well. What is this it? That is it. Will this work? Right now. Okay, so you guys can see a purple screen. That is like the background we have. If I do content browser, it pops up the content browser, but it never shows that. Oh, okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. It is, it's just about perfect. Okay. JD Vance loves couches, if you remember. I do not. I do not follow politics whatsoever. We just focus on our animations. It's like a #1 thing that I guess content channels do, unless you're a political channel, and who knows, everyone does their own thing. Of course, you can tell we don't do that. We just animate. You know what? We'll make that a side story. We won't turn into a political channel, but in one of the episodes, we'll do like a theory of like what's happening, because like people in the story were like freaking out. So we'll have like people go and freak out and be like, I blame the water. I blame the water system. I don't even know if that's political. That's more of just conspiracy. Just the schizo post episode. That's what it'll be. It'll be Jackie J going around to interview people, and then I'll just hire like 15 people off the street near the Quick Trip to do it. Screwing couches, what in the... So we can do all this. So for what we have to do, I doubt we'll get it finished today, because I know I'll have to do quite a few things. So these 3 buildings here that are marked out, they pretty much have to be made from the ground up with 1-to-1 precision detail, like this hotel over here. So I know this one is a hotel, this one is a gun store, and this one is a fire station. The fire station will become crucial in some point. I'm not going to say how, but it will need a fire station. But we'll see what happens. Who is JD Vance and why are they screwing couches? A political figure in America, and I guess it's a joke or something. I don't know. I'm just here to animate. I'm not here to talk about couches or whatever. We can... I'm just gonna keep grabbing a giant stockpile of these. Just so I can at least copy them. In short, it's like these in a way. So you see these glowing. I could just connect point A to point B and it would generate the whole thing. But sometimes it messes up, and I didn't want to do that for like all of it, just in case it might break. Plus, copy and pasting is doing just fine. You do solid work. Thank you very much. You know who I am, 366. Okay. So that side's done, and now I need... Yeah, I'll just grab some of you. But besides that, I forgot to ask, how is y'all's day going? We did well ourselves. We were working on... Last time I was live, I said we'd be live Tuesday, but some of the commission work came up and we had to finish it because it's quite a big project. So we'll see how that goes. Do you think you'll ever do more cryptid stuff like the Wendigos in the forest? If you're talking about Redwood, well, one, who knows if they're Wendigo? Who knows? But yes, we will be doing more of the Enigma tapes when we finish more of the, basically as soon as we finish Louisville Saga, which is 4 episodes and 1 small episode, which is a main, then we will be essentially be explaining more, looking into, focus more on other, because the full idea wasn't fully on one creature running havoc. There's a lot more in that universe than anyone knows. Plus, we made way too many monsters for us to just stop at one. My mic is cutting in and out constantly. Is it? Here. I paused the music. Let me hear. I'm gonna listen myself and see. Oh, I see what it's doing. Yeah, it does that sometimes, I guess. I think my let me get the music back on for you guys. There you go. I think my keyboard is like one of those that you cannot hit a certain amount of keys at a certain amount of times. Like you can't hold down 5 keys and all 5 keys work, so I guess I'll just have to be careful with it. Because I use push to talk for my voice and everything. So yeah, I'll just be careful with that. But yeah, we'll be, I don't know if I answered your question or if my mic cut off most of it. I guess just say if it did or not, because I looked at some of it, it seemed fine, but just at some parts it cut off. Also, I need to pull the map down. Hold on. Okay, let's see. I more meant if you branch out from the series you've already said. Yeah, no, without a doubt we will. We will, without a doubt. There's going to be a lot more you'll see. Because I know that I think the first episodes we have lined up, because we sort of revealed it, it is like when Louisville is finished, we will post all the episodes, of course, of Louisville and what we need to do, and then we'll be working on 4 main episodes of Enigma. And those episodes, they are, I know 2 of them focus on 2 different ENCs to introduce them, in which they're crucial. And for the other ones, I know one of them will focus on the creature again that was in Redwood. And then the 4th one, I don't know if we decided yet. So yeah, when we get to that part in our life, we'll definitely have those ready for you. Because we have so many requests to you know, do more Enigma stuff. Okay, so the sidewalks are all set. What we need to do now is, yeah, probably the roads and then the inner sidewalks. That'd probably be the best. So let's get those started. Actually, is that even yeah, that is. Do you think you'll ever change the design of the Enigma monster? Also, do you have a team who helps you with these? There is some changes we have made to Enigmas. If you're talking about the creature that ENC068 and the one that was in Breach Team, yeah, have been made to him or it, so we never really said anything about it, but it is a we gave it a tongue. I know that because that was one thing we never really did, and besides that, just small graphical changes, nothing more. Besides that, no, nothing else. If there was any other changes, we would make it for the story. So we'll see what happens as time goes on. Is that a parking lot as well? That is, okay. Oh, I never answered that part. Do you have a team that helps you make these? Slightly. For a lot of these things, for a lot of the animations, I make the maps by hand, besides like assets I buy or something like that with Undead Capture's help. And when we do these things, we originally wanted, you know, we had an issue though when we first did that, when we did the Redwood video. And we sort of stopped and went back to our roots of me and them making the video. And so far it seems fine. We're just doing everything a little bit slower, but besides that, unless you count people we hire to make models, and or at most one, just depending on how you view it. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and cover this entire body here, and then we should be fine with that. Since I know there's a lot of people out there, for some reason, like if you hire voice or like only one project, I mean, like, yeah, that's fine, but there's some people who don't count voice actors like a part of the team. I'm like, that's sort of weird, but okay then. So it's all in like public opinion, I guess, or public viewing. Maybe I have to get another cough drop soon, I don't know. These things don't really do much for me. What's it like getting voice actors? It's a unique experience. I'm not the one who mainly goes and looks for them because I don't have that much experience. I've done voice acting work myself, so I can give like a view of people coming to me to do it. But like the idea of like me going out to find people is not that really easy to explain. I do know that we made it like simple to find people to voice act by like going in voice acting discords and like just posting a Google form saying, hey, we have 20,000 sub YouTube channel, and we make animations that are hours long that get thousands of views. We're looking for voice actors, and people come in, they're like, yeah, I want to do it, yeah, I want to do it. And we get people who want to voice act for money, people who want to voice act just because they love the project Zomboid, and so they do it for free. Or they're just people first time who haven't done it before at all, and so we're giving them like the first time experience. Each time it's all a different thing, and operating with the most professional person ever, you can be operating with somebody who is completely casual with whatever they say. So it's pretty easy. You just need to make sure you set like your boundaries if you're ever looking for voice actors, because if you don't like set up, I guess, specific rules of what you need or what to do, or even like things, if you make them like sign NDAs to not talk about the project or anything, then there's a lot of things that can go wrong. We of course don't do that though, because we don't reveal a lot of like our stories just right on. That, and we've never really had an issue of a voice actor going rogue like that or anything. Actually, I have to scroll down. I'm really glad you actually go for voice actors. I'll understand why small animators use AI for voice acting. It just feels so dull. Actual voice actors make it so much better. Yeah. When we made our first animation for Project Zomboid, we did use some voice actor AI. It was still our voices, but it was, just converted over. It could help us, but nobody wanted to help us because we really couldn't like show a vision. But since now we've made multiple episodes of 2 different universes, people can see now what we do and at least join in if they want to for this type of stuff. It's weird you have to say it like that in this day and age, but still, you never know. But yeah, that's one of the best things that's come from the channel, the ability to hire other professionals in fields so you don't have to rely on computers. I think even so that I think now we have actually over 300 voice actors that have applied for the Louisville project. So it's gonna be packed. Oh, this is a parking lot. Okay, hold on. Also, I just noticed that like the black box for the chat box is not really covering you entirely. There we go. But yeah, well, all I can say is when these videos come out with the 300 voice actors that have applied, a lot of them applied to be like zombie sounds, which is funny, but the joy that we have of showing this and the appreciation is immense. And I just know the sound designing is going to be hell for that many voices. Because I know there's like, I know 50 of them at least are like just hired on, and we're like, what do you want to do? And they're like, zombie sounds. We're like, okay. And they're like, yeah, we just want to be in here. I'm like, okay, what do you want to do? Well, it's a city. We just want to scream like we're scared or dying. I'm like, you just want to scream? Yeah. I'm like, okay, scream. We'll put you in somewhere. Hold on. Is there? No, there's no grass in front of the gun shop. Okay. Okay. Over 300? Yeah. Or at least around that amount. We at one point we kept count like daily, but after we posted our Google form in multiple like voice acting discords, there was a few days where it shot up so much, and we're like, oh fuck. Plus we couldn't really keep track because a lot, even a number we can really keep track of, because it's every single day either a DM or a ticket, and they're like, can we please do it? And we're like, yeah, that's fine. Just it's gonna be a while because we gotta make, you know, this. Okay, that is that's all grass though. Is there any grass on the other side of that hotel? Does this collide at all? I think it's a world texture, so I don't think it does. No, it doesn't. Okay. So we need to delete this. Actually, no, we just push it to the side. Yeah, we can do that. I need like just a long piece. Yeah, that'll suffice. Then we move you over here. Yeah. I guess it's about that time. We haven't really done it as much. We did a lot in the first 2 streams, but if either you are new in here or you have been in our streams very rarely, then you probably heard this before, or you haven't heard this before. Is there any episodes or certain areas of the lore of Zomboid that you're wanting to be seen? Since there's a few times we go in our streams and ask people of like the public opinion of what you want to be seen. Like a lot of people want to see, you know, the news station being attacked or the checkpoint being overrun. What are some places or some parts of the lore that you think that should be animated? Just popping in to say that your videos are awesome, man. Looking forward to project or part 2. Thank you. Yeah, it'll be a while, but once this is done, pretty much everything is full throttle. And we don't really have that much more, I think. I'm not animating all that over there, because that's the suburbs. We don't really make a focus on that. We're focusing on the city. I think it is just this here is like the blocking area, and then over. And then maybe some areas over here, but that's more suburbs down there, which we'll need. So it's not that much more. We're very close to what we're getting to. Plus there's a lot of range areas. Or not range areas, a lot of large areas, which are just like the football, or not football, is it? What is this? What is this? A track field? Football field? What is it? I'm pulling it up on the map. Horse track. It's a horse track. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I lost my place on the map. Shit. Where was I? I have to go fucking full screen. There's so many buildings in the city. I think I can't find it again. Okay, there it is. I found it. Never mind. Sorry about that. military base being attacked either by desperate survivors or a horde. Just an all-out battle between the army and the zombies, tanks, and stuff. I don't know if you'd get tanks, because I know at most they would have had APCs, because in the 90s even the cops had APCs for like SWAT. Zombie horde versus military base would be pretty cool. Yeah. Where was I think I was over here. Amazing how designing a universe, it's not really designing, I'm like, we're going off the molds of Project Zomboid, but like manipulating the lore in a way to fit more of a narrative between ours and what they have for the game. But it's amazing of what you could have had in the 90s and it would have been normal, because you don't see like cops anymore having full on, or at least SWAT teams having full on APCs if you ever seen them much. Also, I'm almost messed that up. There we go. Hold on. There we go. But yeah, you could have, it's like a perfect place to write a story, just because you could say like this person had a fully automatic, well, like an Uzi in a way, because they were easier to acquire back then compared to now, and it would work. Ooh. Okay, now we're fine. Just need to line that up. I hate that I'm nitpicky for a lot of these things. I know somebody will appreciate it. So, we'll see. Oh, okay. There's grass patches for each area there. I wonder if I'm able to, I might just cover them up. Ooh, and there we go. There we go. And did this move? It did. You don't think they would have had tanks? I mean, they deployed a bunch of divisions. I mean, it depends. On the other side of the bridge where we can't see or anything, maybe, yeah. But like in residential areas, or say in the city here, I wouldn't think so. Because like, even if you compare it to like, say other movies or TV shows that did it, you only see tanks when everything is hit the fan, when, you know, they have nothing else to lose but, you know, themselves dying. That's when they can finally use the big guns. So that's why I'm saying, like, what would be in Louisville at the time would either be helicopters, APCs. And when I mean APCs, I mean like, where is it at? Here it is. I mean like this. So like, a lot of infantry can fit in here. I think it's like 10 infantry and 1 heavy gunner. That would be the main thing, because again, the idea isn't really heavy guns, it's more of quarantine. So you also don't want to scare people, because you never know what people would do if they're afraid enough. Because you think of it this way, if say like COVID, for example, if it was a lot worse, say like them saying, oh, nothing to worry about, everything's fine, somebody drives a bus up to like just have people there, you're like, okay, that's fine. If they say everything's fine and they drive a tank up, you know something else is worse. It's a zombie world. Obviously, a tank is less effective than one guy with a hand axe and how many zombies they can tear out to. Yeah, there's also that perspective. Gunners will be more effective than a tank since it's mostly headshots. But also, I don't think the military was fully trained on heads. Plus, tanks would cause more destruction than containment. Unless they use the tanks, you know, just for survival and don't use the main gun. There's a lot of perspectives you can look at it as. Just, there's a lot more negatives than positives than rolling a tank in. For, this universe. Okay. I think I just need to do some of the curb areas and then at least the sidewalks and the main areas are done. Also, that is not... Okay, I didn't realize that. This is not supposed to be open. Damn. The reasoning makes plenty of sense for Louisville. How far into the apocalypse are they? Yeah. As I said, it just depends on how far you got to think of also a tank or two. Yeah, that's fine. Tank will be in there. It'll be effective. No one's blowing up a tank. But the thing is, the enemy or the threat, it's not bullets or gunfire or anything like that. It's an infection. So what they would probably do would be more of, you know, isolation, containment. So that's why they would focus more on people and APCs. So you get more army men and APCs and roll them out more. That are like buses from what I said. But that's also why I was saying if they had tanks on the other side, it would make sense if they had to blow out the bridge. But they don't blow out the bridge with tanks in this universe. They do it a different way. Yeah, that's actually a point in the book World War Z during the Battle of Yonkers. The military is generally trained on center mass shots, so putting them up against zombies, it's a good passage. Yeah. I think we said that too, like 2 streams ago, where one of my friends, they talk about like Resident Evil and like the STARS team, where the police and the specials team, it's also like an actual thing in real life too, where they're trained to shoot center mass rather than, you know, headshots, because they're not they're not trained to kill. They're designed to contain, arrest, you know, stuff like that. I mean, how far along has it been since day 1 of the infection? Has it been a month or a year? Well, for these episodes, it's only going to be like the 14th day of July. So it's only been 14 days. So the episodes we are animating would be the tipping point. So if it was a day after and the military was still bringing people in, that's when they would bring in the tank, because they can see how bad it is. Because the 14th, I think the 13th is when the exclusion zone failed. And then the 14th and 15th is when Louisville fell. Hold on, I'm gonna take a drink of cough syrup. There we go. But yeah, the main episodes are gonna 1 week, like 2 weeks. 2 weeks into the universe of Zomboid, because the 14th, as I said, the 13th is when the exclusion zone failed and the zombies broke out, essentially. The 14th and 15th is like the days Louisville just began falling and the zombies were invading Louisville, and I'm pretty sure the infection became airborne. So at that point, the army could have rolled tanks in, but I'm also pretty sure which counteracts that idea is also they blew up the bridge. I'm not sure if they blew up this bridge, but they blew up some bridges to contain it. So if they blew up Louisville's bridge, which I'm pretty sure they did, it'd be impossible to roll in tanks from this point because they would rather focus on, containment rather than fighting back. I mean, week 1 mod the mod week 1 sounds a lot like what you're aiming for. I mean, we're focusing just on like what we know of the lore. So like from the radio, or like people have done lore videos before. That's what we like studied on. And when I mean the radio, I mean like the radio and like things we can read in the game. It feels like to happen fast, but if you play on the 24-hour mode in the game, it doesn't feel fast anymore. Yeah. You gotta think it, you gotta think of it as well. There's the lore side of the game, but there's also the game side of the game. So they get feels fine on the, I don't know what day your character spawns in the 9th or something like that. Louisville's fine, but if you go in there the 9th, it's already overran. It's just, one, if they wanted to actually do the full lore in the game, they would have to program NPCs like the week 1 mod, which would be, I don't even know how hard it would be for them. They should just hire like the person from the week 1 mod to work with them, because it would make the game a lot more, I guess, interactive. I don't like the idea of that cost syrup did something to me. I don't like the idea that the military just fully starts collapsing. I like that if when the zombies broke out of the zone itself, they try to put them back sort of a front line. Maybe you'll see something like that in animation. Trust us, we've watched a lot of people hate, and there's a lot of things we changed, so not like changing lore wise, but like ideas. But yeah, you might see something like that in one of our animations soon. Okay, that's good. That's good. I just need to wonder if you'll ever see sprinters. We gave the notification that sprinters were a thing in the universe in the exclusion zone video. Not like as seeing one, but more of like the, what was their name again? Wolverine Squad. They acknowledged that they have seen sprinters before. Because that's another thing with like zombie universes. There's a lot of times where people should have survived. It was just stupidity, and it's the slowest zombie ever, and we're just like, they could have survived this. You have one undead dude who's walking 0.1 miles per hour, and if you had like one wooden fence and they don't even know how to climb, you're telling me somehow the entire US Army somehow failed that? Like, it doesn't make sense in a way. So we definitely put sprinters into the, I guess, lore of our animation universe version of Zomboid, just because we're like, we need something to, spruce up, or at least be a huge threat. A horde of zombies, yeah, it's a threat. A few sprinters, okay, that might be something different. Do you think we'll ever see the special forces? Maybe. Yeah, I've loved what you've done with your videos. I've played well over 9,500 hours, oh my god, into this game, and I've always felt the game was way too clean. The way you build the world feels more real. Terrifying. I'll always play with sprinters off because my heart would rather not. Yeah, Walking Dead. A horde of sprinters, maybe. I will say, when we make, not episode 1 of the Louisville saga, because episode 1, I've said this before on stream, so it's nothing bad. So episode 1 will focus more on the outskirts before everything goes down, so it'll be in the suburbs area. Episode 2 is at the Louisville checkpoint, and then episode 3 and 4 will focus dead center in the city. You will learn easily on episode 2 why the military and what the undead basically are, to have who was at the Louisville checkpoint to have them fail so easily. Also, I think someone's at my door real quick, so 1 second. I'll just leave you here real quick. Just type whatever you got and I'll answer when I'm back. Okay, I'm back. I think like a bird hit the window or something. I don't know. We have, in my area, we have tons of birds surrounding the area, and I don't know why they just like hit in our windows. Don't you just love the Walking Dead's military? They're special in their own way. Whereas one time the military got attacked by a horde of slow-moving zombies and they got instantly overrun. The only time... Hold on, I need to check OBS real quick. Yeah, we're good. The only time I ever saw, like, the Walking Dead military get overrun in a justified way was in the Fear of the Walking Dead, where... I don't remember their name, but I know the scene. It's in season 1. I think it's near the ending of season 1, where they locked all the infected in like a football stadium. Very smart. But somebody, like one of the main characters, unlocked the gate and then led them to the military camp. And it was like thousands. That I can see. That I can believe. If you have 1,000 zombies on an unsuspected military camp with like only barbed wire gates, very believable. I wouldn't deny that. And you also have to count in the fear factor of 1,000 zombies outside of the gate. Very extreme. Yeah, I found a mod that makes it almost all start with sprinters, and over time they decay and just turn into walkers over time because the body will break down. Yeah, that would make sense. At least World War Z made the Shambush terrifying because the sheer mass of zombies, because the Walking Dead hordes also feel way too small. Yeah. It was especially funny when one of the soldiers literally walked into the helicopter blade when an attack was happening. You can't make this shit up in confidence. Well, I know the scene that you're talking about. I'm pretty sure he ran into that helicopter blade after he got bit. And so he knew he was infected. So the military teams that were there, the military teams that were in that area, they were a lot smarter. They had a lot more information than some other teams because they knew to shoot for the head. They knew what they had to do. That wasn't body shots. Because they even had the main character shoot infected with a Barrett 50 cal far away in the head. But yeah. I would say actually the helicopter dude got it out easy, because he could have shot himself in the head after being infected. But I'd say probably the helicopter blade was faster. Could have ruined the helicopter blade. Oh god, if it did that. Damn. It was especially funny when one of the soldiers literally walked. I know I've read that. Fear the Walking Dead recall facts. Yeah. What was even more stupid is when the military base was getting overrun, then they tried pushing back the horde of riot shields. Did they? I didn't know that. I only remember certain scenes of it. The helicopter scene is one that I remember just because of the I don't even know how they would have thought of it, just the idea of it. I don't know, I would have called the blades faster, to be fair. I mean, yeah. It's a high-speed metal blade. The only downside I'd see to it is, like, if somehow one he messed up and, like, it only got his face. But you could rarely mess it up, I'd say. Can't say from experience, no. That's still... okay, so we gotta start building now. What do we start with? We probably start with the hotel. Okay. Yeah, the hotel will probably be the best because it's not really one we have to focus on with detail, but it'd be the closest non-detailed one of the three. Let me get like a full view of the hotel first. What does it look like? Okay. So it is almost a direct copy of this. There was that Walking Dead episode with the Marines that completely destroyed the walkers. I haven't watched much of The Walking Dead when it first came out. Obviously I did, because it was like one of the #1 series back whenever it came out, like 2013. I don't remember when it came out, but still, is the Marines episode like back then, or is that like one of the spin-offs they did? I will go ahead and just grab you. Oh, that's a light pole. I don't need you. Yeah. I have gotten the Discord ping. Who was messaging me? You think it was from Tales? Yeah, I don't think I've watched Tales from The Walking Dead. I've only watched... I think I've watched The Walking Dead main season up until the point maybe when the jail gets taken over. Like, they lost the jail, not when they recaptured it. And then like some episodes when, you know, like when Carl gets his eye patch and everything, but not much more. And then Fear the Walking Dead, I watched season 1. After that, I didn't really watch him much more. I don't know why. I think it's really good because it really does focus on a lot of things, and they don't like say, you know, some reason the military fell. They just never explain it. They show a lot of things in there of how certain things happened. But like season 2, when they're, I think, on the boat for Fear the Walking Dead, it sort of lost me. I don't know why. Who would be messaging me? Okay. Let me... making this a little too hard on myself. Okay. Do I need... no, do not autosave. Thank you. Okay, so we got 4 windows and 1 door. Okay, that's not bad. It might be, where the fuck did that go? Okay. It might be very easy to do those hotel. We might be able to complete it today. Because I think we might be able to just copy and paste a lot of the assets over we have from that sort of hotel over there. And just sort of do a mix and match of something. But we'll see. Who knows? Out of curiosity, is there any... I know I always hear about the World War Z book, how that one seems like very believable. I know Fear the Walking Dead, I would say is very believable for like more realism. Is there any other like series or anything like that you think, or I think y'all think, would be a good reference we can go off on? Because I don't want to watch like I said before, I don't want to watch like a zombie series and they're like, yeah, some reason like in week 2 the military just dipped or they all failed and now like America's on fire or something like that. Those are like the worst ones that we watch because they don't go into like believability of, okay, this is how everything, and just take the fact that it's gone. Ooh, is that gonna... Yeah, that's a hole there. One more. There we go. Okay, let's see if I can get a brighter brick. Because I don't think... Ooh, is that too much yellow? That might be too much yellow. Also, what the fuck? Oh, I think, is this the... Yeah, it is. I'm looking on a side screen right now. You won't be able to see what I'm looking at. I have like 27 brick materials here. Short of rapid infection mortality, I can't envision a believable scenario where the military collapses. I mean... There's quite a few I can believe. Like if it was airborne and no matter what, if it got to you and you're infected, you're done. Like say 24 hours after you breathe it in. Oh yeah, I can believe that if they did it for Universe like they do for Zomboid. I don't know how long it takes after you breathe it in because you can't really, you know, time it. But if it was something like that, I can believe something like that. All you need is a strong pathogen, or I don't even know if that's our word, but just a strong infection somehow that's airborne, and you breathe it in. That could wipe out anyone. That so many apocalypse movies use that type of scenario. A little lazy, but it works because it's just the concept of breathe it in, done. I mean, I think though that the #1 way of zombies, I'm still trying to find this brick texture. The #1 way of portraying zombies is through bite infection or just dying in general. That is like the #1 like favorite way, because that's what zombies are known for. They're known for, ooh, yummy person eats, and then once they bite that person, they're done no matter what. Not, I'm gonna take a good gulp of air here and then I'm gonna be dead in like 36 hours. So it's just hard to, I guess, make just infections. It'd be hard pressed for a military to collapse. I mean, they could definitely be damaged or stress handling infections, especially if they pop up everywhere. and even within command structures. Yeah, it'd be a very, very hard thing to do. But once they get even the basic idea of how this infection acts, what was that click? What in the fuck? But once they get the base idea of how this infection acts, they get enough to organize themselves and start retaliating. Yeah. Yeah. But sadly, every zombie's universe is military. It's like they fall over. They see the word infection or zombie and they're like, okay, boys, we gotta pack it up. That we can't do this. Okay. Ooh, maybe I can use this brick. Is this brick good? That's not a world texture. Oh, it might be, actually. It is. Yeah, I can use that. Do you think you'll work with other Zomboid animators who are working on their own series? I mean, no one has really reached out to us. No, let me rephrase that. No one highly credible with like animations has really reached out to us that I know of. We've gotten a lot of people who say they're highly animators or something like that, but all we get are like AI videos of Zomboid stuff, and we're like, we don't want to watch your AI slop stuff, dude. So I mean, if they want to, they can hit us up and do a message and say, yeah, I'm gonna be doing this, do you want to go in on it? And we might say yes, might say no, depends on, you know, what we're doing. I will say we've worked with not animators, but we've worked with a lot of Zomboid content creators. I know that. We get hired almost weekly, I'd say, for like commissions and stuff. So if you watch any Zomboid videos or stuff like that, you'll probably see us, or at least our work. To answer your question from earlier about inspiration material, I recommend the book 1 second after. It's not zombies, but rapid social collapse after an EMP. Yeah. That's a good thing to think of. It's not, I guess source material doesn't generically always have to be sorry about that. My devices went off. They have like, it's the Amazon devices. They're like speaking to me, saying like an order is ready. A good thing to think about source material as well is that you don't want to always look in one genre. You might find something interesting, like this person has said. It's not zombie stuff you should look at specifically. It is just multiple things. I know there's even things we've looked at for like inspiration where we it's not a zombie virus. Oh my god, what is it called? It is the Maze Runner series. We took inspiration for, I'm not going to say what it is because it sort of spoils it. We took inspiration for something from the books. Their virus, the Scorch virus, that you may or may not seen within our Enigma universe when we get back to it. I will say I do remember that. I do remember that series. It is very different from in the. I don't remember it being like this. Let's see here. But yeah, we will, or at least I will. I'll go ahead and take a look at that book recommendation sometime when I have free time. Right now I'm a little... How many windows are here? 5 windows? Yeah. How big is this? Yeah, that's about the right size. Also, I was talking to some other people while I was animating off stream. We came to a conclusion that we would do another stream soon. I might play with other people or I might play alone, but do a crowd control version of Zomboid, where I haven't really played Zomboid much, so it'd be like me learning in a way. Spawn zombies on me for like, I think we decided like on 25 coins, and off the start of the stream you get like, what was it? It was either like 250 coins for free or 30 coins or something like that, and you get that amount every 30 minutes. Because we wanted to make it like a fun stream. We didn't want to make it like you gotta pay to be here type stream like a lot of streamers do. But they thought it would be a funny crowd control idea for me to like basically go through hell. So we might do that in the future. Let's see. I'm almost done with this area over here. I need to lower this area down just because it's like almost terrible. Okay, maybe less than that. Okay, even more than that. It is a greedy number, I guess. Okay, maybe a little bit more. The one negative thing I'll say for this, when I'm saying negative thing, and what I'm talking about is like just how big working on big maps are. You can't do anything smoothly. I wish I could. I really wish I could. There we go. I can do that. Try Zombies, a record of the year infection, was a good audiobook, had a good telling of the fall into chaos for the population. Okay. Done audiobooks a lot. I would assume they're more of like, I don't know. I would assume people like use them a lot when they're either going to bed, like a midnight story in a way, or like driving. I feel like driving be more what they use. Okay, what's going on in this? I'm gonna finish this side first. Oh my god, I have 6 pings. What is happening? Oh, I think, as I'm actively streaming, I think someone's Discord is actively getting raided by bots, because I got 72 pings in the matter of like 3 seconds. Okay, then I'm gonna go ahead and leave that server for now. Jesus. But yeah, I don't even know what I was talking about. I totally lost my train of thought after the bots invaded. So, yeah. that. I don't think it's that big. Do one less. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah. Okay. Now looking at like the progress for how everything's going, because y'all can even see how long it takes to make some of these buildings. I think I'll probably finish the hotel. Definitely place the buildings over there, which they're simple, just grab and go buildings, because I'm just using those for the apartments, or sort of mini apartments. And then I'll probably end stream after that. Quite a while though, because we still have 76. No, we're at 76 minutes. Excited to see what part 2 will look like. Seeing it seems to be in the city. Yes. The main focus would be Louisville. Need a garage door too. I'm gonna go ahead and grab one over here. There we go. See, window, wall. This one here will be the door. Then wall, and then door. Yeah. Okay, and then, yeah. We also, we have been thinking, I remember there was some other, the person here asked if like, who was it? I saw, they were just asked earlier, the, you know who I am, 36X, that's who they asked, if like I'd work with other. We've had the request to have people join in and work on the city with us. One thing Unreal can allow is like multiplayer editing in a way. So people could join in and essentially connect to this world as I'm building it. I've had that thought before. So maybe we might do something like that in the future. Oh, there, Ambi. Let's see. Well, I don't even know if I can fit that much more. Let's see, one, maybe. Yeah, that's good there. Okay, and then next we'd be dealing with the whole side over here. Which right now I'm just going to be placing the walls and then we'll do the windows after. I figure out where that corner is over there. Here's hoping there will be more Project Zomboid animations in the future for more animators. Maybe. We, at least I, more animations or something like that from Zomboid creators. I mean, we have seen some, but a good majority of them are either meme animations or like, I mean, they are animations in the end, but they're most of the animations out there, they're just like memes or something. Oh my god, I don't even know if you can hear that. My dog just, they pulled the alarm and everything. They're going off down there. Jesus. Okay. Let's see here. What was I talking about? But yeah, you might, the only other person that I have seen and the Undead Captures has seen as well is an animator called Lido or Lido, and they do like the Zomboid lore as well. But I think they do it in the more classical way, which is sort of the easiest way to explain it, where, like, you know how Zomboid looks, it's more flat planed, it's more, I'd say, cartoonish looking in a way. There's no extreme detail or anything, and that is like their way of animating, which it's good. It's good. They also focus more on facial expressions, facial expressions or anything like that. Since we focus more on like the reality of the environment and sort of, I guess, the surroundings. Let's see. I need a door and a door frame. Actually, we might have one. Hold on. Yes, we do. And hopefully it's the right size. I don't know about that part. Why are you lagging so much for this? It's a weird door. Is that, okay, hold on. Is that door the right size? I don't know if it is. No, it's about the right size. I don't know. I have no idea. I'll just have to work with it. This looks cool. Thank you very much. And of course, it still takes like 20 minutes to delete something. Gated projects within we'll also need to put this up. So this is done in Unreal Engine, and yeah, the main part of this is done in Unreal Engine. There's a lot more that we do in other engines to either, you know, model or clean things up, but overall, yeah, it's all done in here. So this is done in Unreal Engine and is then transferred to a recording software where I assume you have people with haptic suits to do the movements. So about that, I'm the only one who does the movements. I have done every single movement that you've ever seen. So what we do for the process of that is, or do you have models to animate them? So the process with that, we first make the entire set. We do that. And after that, we check our script to make sure everything's fine, because we make sure the script follows the set. You don't want to say like, we see the mountains in the background and it's nowhere near a mountain area. We do all that. Then after we do some voice lines for like base print, we then recreate, or I recreate the movements within the motion capture suit, in which we then clean up the frames of it and then import them into Unreal so they get attached to the models. So like, say I was dancing or something. Actually, let me see if I can find it. Here it is. So like this right here is like a dance that tests the mocap suit to everything is fine. So like the hands, the legs, the hips, everything like that. You make sure everything is fine. And then when you do the dance, you can just drag it into Unreal after it's being cleaned. And then you just say, okay, attach it to this model to make sure everything's fine. And if everything's fine, it pops out like that. This is the most zesty dance out there. My God. I got recommended the full movie video at a very restless 4 a.m. with both your butts in down 10 experience. Watching it in the dark, dead of night living room full of windows. Yeah, it is a hell of an experience. I will say I hate getting recommended it though over and over again. Just because we animated, or I animated a good portion of it, and on my other account I keep getting sent it my For You page, and I'm like, please, I don't want to look at it again. I've watched it, I probably watched 28 hours worth of that edit just to make sure everything was fine. It's a new way of animating, straight up zombing those boys. Hell yeah. Damn, so you ever do what? Damn, so you ever do a single movement, polish it, insert the voice lines? Damn. Yeah, pretty much. Well, there's some times where voice lines are in there before. And for it, like the example voice lines. And then we tell the voice actor, do it like this, do it at this pace. So it can either match head movement or anything that we've already had sort of animated already. But yeah, there's a lot of people out there who they think it's a simple, oh yeah, I can do this. I can do this 100 times better than you. And then they realize, oh my God, there are so many steps into making an animation. In which, as people say, God. But if you ever wanted to do animation like us, you can start by following what we have bought, in which for a small price of $30,000 for the mocap suit would be step 1. After you do that, then you can come at us and the music just stop. And what the fuck? Video pause, continue watching. Yes, YouTube. Yes, please. Thank you, YouTube. Oh my God.
In the first battle, when the shadows first lengthened, one stood. He chose the path of perpetual torment. In his
That's not even a main income thing. 30K? No, I'm not kidding. That's when we first got it. It's we have multiple suits. Hold on. After Satan is talking over there, I'll explain it.
The Doomslayer.
It's called an XSEN suit, which is XSENS. I'm pretty sure we have it, and it's so expensive. I should know this. we have like a couple Rococo suits in which they're full body. Want to say 4,000 or maybe 5,000 depending on how it is now. I know they when we first bought it, it was like maybe right at 4,000. Yeah. So yeah, that'd be it. You're kidding. No, I am not. I wish I fucking was. Sorry, sir, I have $1. Can I have a shred of mocap suit, like single fiber? Funny enough, I am getting buff enough to where I might have to get the suits resized, because I got a lot of the suits in my size just because I knew I was going to use them majorly, and I've been exercising a lot more, and it's at the point where I cannot move intensely, or some of the like sewing areas, they'll rip, and I'm like, oh shit. Or like where either my biceps or anything, if I flex too much or move too much, it'll like rip. I'm like, oh. So I'll have to probably shut them off soon. And yes, it is USD. It is completely United States dollars. You couldn't imagine if your dog got into it. No, it wouldn't be possible. When we buy the suits, at least for Rococo, I don't remember what they gave us for the accent suit, but for when you get the Rococo suit, you get a giant leather, I assume it's leather, but a giant leather, like electronic safety bag. You can just hang up like a jacket in a way, or a tuxedo. So it's extra safe. On the matter of that fact, well, actually, let me see. I got another Discord ping. Thought another Discord server got hacked for a second. I was scared. But yeah, no, it would be almost impossible for my dog to get into it, just because I know it'd be afraid of what like the material is. It's fucking dude, I've been getting too buff type of shit that I hear in a movie. Movie. I mean, it's a sad truth. We've I don't even know if I posted pictures recently for the Louisville stuff. I posted pictures of what like exercises we do that I was getting ready for. And one of the exercises that I was doing, because there's a lot of animations we have pre-planned, and it requires leg muscles. So right now I'm at 1,400 pounds for squat and leg press, because I want it as authentic as possible for when we do the weight and stuff for what I'm gonna fucking do for the, it's gonna be hell. I never considered the possibility that if you had a mocap suit and you need to get it resized. Yeah, I mean, generically you don't have to, because it's a very stretchy material and breathable. But it depends. And also the one that I majorly use, it is like, I would say the one that is like tearing up quite a bit, and the one I have to get majorly resized, I've used quite a bit. So it could just be wear and tear as well, but I've been told both by the company and by other animators that it's probably just both. Or not both, but like, you understand the, oh, I am mixing up my words. It's both wear and tear and both my body size. But, oh. But yeah, I think on the Discord There might be a picture of my squats or leg press stuff. I don't remember. I'll check it out in a bit though. Who knows though? But yeah, I'm stuck at 1,400 pounds. That's like my limit right now. What is... But I will say, we, much, even though I want to get to close to a ton for like, in a weightlifting way in one form or another, there's also, we want extreme authentic, the animations we do. So I don't want to be out of shape at all or anything like that. I want to be able to do like, say, a somersault or a backflip if I needed to. Can't do it right now because my bed would be like in the way if I did it for some areas. I don't want to do it like that one video, if you guys ever seen it, the kid doing like a backflip on his bed and then like hits the backboard. God, that would suck. Hold on, I'm gonna check. I haven't checked in a while. Let me pause this real quick, see how my mic is for the background, or I guess for the stream for you. Hold on. Oh, I'm a little loud. Let's go to -9. Yeah, this cough drop I ate, it hasn't done jack for me. Damn. Okay, I'm turning this back on. There you go. Sorry for the silence. Holy shit, so just to be clear, not 140, but 1,400, correct. 14K, yes. 1.4K, I mean, oh god, 14K. Cutouts occasionally, but mostly good. Yeah, I might have to get a new keyboard. I'm thinking that it's the thing where I can only hold down a certain amount of keys before it cancels out because I use push to talk. I didn't want to hear you guys like, or I don't want to hear, you don't want to hear me coughing with all this stuff, because even with my regular voice I cough a lot, because when I talk I can feel like my throat vibrate more with the type of voice I have. Yeah. You can carry all the grocery bags inside the one trip. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Okay, so layer 1 is done. Is layer 2 through whatever all the same? Yes, it is. Okay, so that's good. So I accidentally turned on my stream sound. It scares me sometimes. I can hear myself like whisper in my ear. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and do this then. But yeah, if y'all wanted to see like, I guess, post about me getting ready for like mocap stuff or something like that, I can start doing that. Or like me exercising and get ready for certain mocap stuff I'll have to do. I never really considered that. Never really saw that either. It'd be sort of weird though. People over here. £1,500 and they're like, what the fuck is this? If people haven't watched this stream and they just see that pop up, they're like, what the fuck is this creator doing? There are a lot of rooms in this building. Oh my god. How many windows is it? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Did I count that right? Yeah. 9 windows on the long sides. Maybe. See, 3. See. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. Yeah, that'd be 9. Also, I don't see you holding the newest record. You've out-squatted Nathan Baptist. Who's Nathan Baptist? Have you ever done those super hardcore obstacle courses where you crawl through mud, under barbed wire, through water, up hills and stuff like that? I've done that like twice. No. Maybe 3 times. I'm trying to think of one that I went to before. I don't. So I don't know. So yeah, maybe like 2 or 3 times at most. He holds the record for squatting 1,311. Really? That's it? Oh, that's 4 years ago. Surely someone's broken by now. I just looked at myself.
Tempered by the fires of hell, his iron will remains steadfast.
He's here. Nathan Baptist is here. You said his name and he's talking now. Oh my god.
Without pity, hunted the slaves
I mean,
of doom with barbarous cruelty.
I could. I know I've showed the pictures of the leg press machine. Whenever I do squats again, I could probably take a picture. I'll see.
But the doom slayer,
There might also be. I use I wonder if they count. They probably don't count it. I use a machine also that helps me direct going straight up and down. I don't do raw squats. Like you can pick up the bar and like throw it type thing. It's like locked down to the machine because I do mine solo. Probably wouldn't count that way. I don't know. Next time I go exercise. Every day I take a picture unless I break another personal record. Actually, here, let me check. I know, as I said, I know on the Discord I posted a picture of me getting ready. It's not announcements, no. Is it in animation progress? Maybe. Yeah. So animation progress, that was a while back, and that was way before I even got close to 1400. What is this? Because I have an updated picture. How much weight is that? So that's 10. That's 18 plates of 45 there. Is it? Yeah. So that's 810 plus the machine itself. And the machine itself without the weights is 118. So yeah, no, the picture I sent back in March, like the very end of March, that's 928. So I have an updated picture, which is close to 14, but I know that's my limit right now. I know what you're talking about, and I counted. See you, man. God bless. Have a nice one, Charles. But yeah, next time I go exercise, I'll probably take one whenever I somehow beat 1400 for the leg press. Let's see. Delete those two. I really should have deleted more. Yeah. Okay, then. This was fun. Goodbye. Have a nice one, Ordley. How much time are we reaching on? We're getting close to 2 hours. Yeah. I'd say we're very close to finishing this second layer on. Then I can at least copy the second layer and work my way up, and then just be done. Okay. So now I need to tidy up this wall over here. Yeah. Did the wrong one, and I deleted the wrong one. Oh boy. No. I realized that we forgot to send out our daily shorts. I'll probably have to do that after stream. I'm sorry also if you get a notification. Set it up so you shouldn't get the notifications, but knowing YouTube, you probably get them somehow. But I'll have to upload those soon. Okay, and then I just need, there's no block offs or anything, is there? No, there is catwalks though, so I'll have to be wary of that. Okay, that one is set in place. Yeah. What? No. Oh, right. No, thinking about it. I did ask about earlier, unless some new people have joined in and switched out with others, which is fine. I did ask before about episodes that you would want to see within the Project Zomboid universe, and I heard y'all's opinion. You can be feared if you want to see certain episodes, if you haven't typed your answer before or anything like that. If you want to see certain lore episodes, be free to do that. But I also want to ask for the Enigma universe, since I don't really talk about it as much. Is there any cryptids or anything like that that you would have wished to be seen, or I guess animated in some sort of way? Since Enigma is the idea of focusing on the unknown and possibilities of monsters, is there any cryptids or mythological beasts you think deserve some screen time? Have to duplicate this 3 times. Okay, that one is pretty good. I'm pretty sure I have to do like a little bit of a ceiling there. That's good. I have to do a ceiling on the 3 areas. Yeah. What did I do for that? I did that. Okay, so I'll probably do the exact same thing. Or actually, there was another building I had that issue, wasn't there? No, not there. Oh. Like I told you, I get to see how it's done. Howdy. Hello there, faithful Gentile. we are we're getting close to finishing up on this, as we are, or at least I am. I'm going to be finishing up on the hotel. I assume this is a hotel. What is this? There's a sign for it. Apartments. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing the apartments here, and we'll pretty much call it then, but we have a little bit more to go. So we're almost done. I'm good at this. Yeah. I've had 5 months of practice, so I hope I'd be good at it. It's a good thing we didn't stream for like the first few months. It was rough. Just because we were trying to get the concept of animating a whole city. God. We need 0.01 on that because we need just like a thin roof. We're not anything super special with it. Yeah. Just perfect, I think. Yeah, we're good there. Okay, that is good. That is good. Is there any buildings up top? There is. I'm gonna grab a. Yeah, I'll grab you. Yeah, there we go. Don't need to make everything special. Some buildings are just like others, so I can do things like this. Yeah, perfect. Okay, and then I will. Well, first, let me check something real quick. There's a few things I need to see. First would be like overhang. I just did brick like that. Okay. What about over here? Did I do brick as well? I did brick as well. So I'll just do the same brick over it. Yep. Yep. Almost a yep. Yep. And yep. Okay, we're good. We will need to put doors on there though. Are those factory doors? Yes, they are. Fucking. Okay. Okay, we are almost done. We just do the fencing, we'll do some trash and some chairs and air ducts, it looks like. Yeah. Okay. We need the air ducts. Oh, it's auto saving. Okay, we got a break. Let's see, we just need to do the air ducts and then maybe the sign out front and then some chairs and then the catwalks. If we have catwalks, we'll go ahead and do that when I guess it's done auto saving. Okay. Oh yeah, I'll be borrowing you again. we have that. Basic metal table, okay. We're looking for more like a picnic table. If we have anything like that, do we? No. Okay. I mean, we have this. If it ever loads. Yeah, we can use that. Now I just need plastic chairs. Then which I have an abundance of for some reason. Okay. 15 different versions of a plastic chair. Okay. Just make it look like, you know, people were sitting in random just chairs around. These look too small. I know they're not too small, it's just perspective. Unless I'm wrong. You know what? I'm challenging it again. Let's see. If it ever spawns in. You know what? Maybe a little too small. We will go ahead and increase them to like 1.2. Yeah. Yeah, I can see it now. What? Yeah. Okay. And then we just need you. And then the top would be complete after just render some trash. Well, actually, let's do this. Yeah. And then there we go. It's a dirty balcony, not balcony, rooftop. And that's fine. And then let me hide that glass since I know I'll forget it. Window church, really? That's what I chose. No, I didn't. I gotta do this then. Imagine a zombie just chilling and sitting on the roof with a plastic chair. You know, yeah. We've had a lot of things where we've done Easter eggs for some episodes of certain things, and surprisingly enough, either it's both are fine, which is funny. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, now we get to see the deciding factor. Is there a catwalk that I have or anything? Or a balcony? I mean, I have something like it. Let's see. Hello, new here. Love your content. Hello there, Dave and Marcus. Glad you're here. I mean, we could use something like that. But you know what? Let's see. So what's the scale of this? So that's the scale of that. So it has to be a little bit bigger. Yeah, then push it down all the way. Yeah, then we push it out. I mean, I don't think anyone's really... If I do multiple balconies like this, I have no idea what the hell they're going to be used for. But still, let me, you know what, let me type in railing and see if I can find anything. Because I do have something like that. Or maybe stairs. Stairs would be a better option because it's like stairway going up it. Yeah. Not seeing anything. This would be the last place I check if there's anything like that. Okay, so metal stairs. You know what? I might. Ooh, it's hard to say. Let me do this. Let me. So they can only go up a certain height. So they can only go up to like right there. And they can only go to like here. So if I did something like that, maybe if I did 3.6 and then maybe 2. Okay, hopefully you're with me with this. It's not entirely a metal railing, however, it is a railing. But now looking at it, there's no way the stairs can go into another area for it. I just whacked my mic. Let's see. I'm gonna go to the blueprint for stairs. No, nothing there. Actually, is there? Ooh, no. The difficulties for finding stairs on a project that don't require really many stairs. Interior stairs. No, I don't need those. Ooh, okay, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can see that. Now, does it go exactly to the second floor? That's the question. Not entirely. Let me just shrink it a little. Now it does. What about the stairs? The stairs are on the wrong side. So what if I just do this? Okay. Just need them to stick out a little more. And then maybe have this grow out a little more. Okay. This is going to be like a decoration piece, so it's not really needed for functionality. So the raw aspect of it, I guess it would be fine. Okay, as I'm about to finish the entire project, thank you, autosave. Thank you for saving me. I don't even think you, I don't even think y'all can see the autosave thing pop up. I don't know. I just wanted to drop in and say your animations are amazing, truly bone-chilling, got so creeped out, but that's what Zomboid is meant to be. Looking forward to the next videos. Thank you. Yeah, it's gonna be a little while till the next videos are done. We're almost done with making the 3D Louisville, so should be fine. Am I doing the back of the building? I mean, we did do the back of the building. We did the walls and everything. And we have the garage door and the back doors and everything like that. Should be fine. Unless there's something I'm like missing. Which I guess do say. Just because I'm looking at the build 42 map right now, which can show me like a good aspect of it. Obviously we can't really flip our cameras around to see what it fully looks like, but yeah. If what if I just do this? Will there be people that are angry if I just do this? You know, if it is like completely night. Actually, you know what? I think there is a railing with this. Is there a railing? Or a metal floor or something? I'm just gonna go ahead and delete those two things right now just because it looks off. Who knew the last things would take the longest for this? So much to do. It's a little time. What about... No, can't do you. I can't do that. Can I, what about you? Ooh, maybe. I'm looking at the other screen again. You guys won't be able to see. I'm looking through like all thousands of the models I have just to see if I have one individual railing. You know what? Here, hold on. I know something's over here I can use. Maybe not. Okay. I will go ahead and I'm just gonna get these ready. I think there's how many? There's 4 or 3 of these. There's 4 of them. Okay. But they don't go up to the roof, they go up. You know, this sort of makes sense. Well, that part doesn't. That part needs a bottom. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. I'll just go ahead and do this. Let me find like a metal floor. Metal floor, metal tile, yeah. Just a tile would be fine, any type of tile. Metal floor, number 6. What is metal floor number 6? Is it a good floor? Oh, okay. Apparently Metal tile is halfway across the map, which means it wasn't made right. If deleting it will work, there we go. I'm not even halfway across the map. It was all the way over there. What was that a part of? Oh yeah, no, I can't use that. Do I have any floors that I could use? Urban city mesh. Ooh. What about you? You look decent. You know what? Yeah, that looks pretty good. Won't do a railing. If they fall, they fall. I don't need animator. Ugh. I don't need animator OSHA on my ass for making this building. I just need one railing. Okay, maybe I do need a railing. That looks ass. Okay, yeah, I'll get one railing. Okay, show me some railings. Where you at? Hello there. I'm gonna steal you. To 1.5. That's the parameters I have set for it. Immediate reconsideration on not putting rails on. Yeah. It's the idea where I think, you know, half-ass it or something. And if I half-ass it, then it looks like, you know, just crap. And I'm like, oh, I gotta put these in. I don't really got a choice. I mean, at least with these, it looks like a railing. Okay, now I just need to grab everything. There we go. Ooh, and I also have to hide that as well. Okay, that is good. So the apartment district is done. How long have I just been streaming for? Almost 2.5 hours. Okay, yeah, I am fine with calling it there. But yeah, I'll see if I do a stream. What the fuck? What the fuck? What part of the song is this?
You will be elevated to something more. We will join them, walk alongside them, help them forge.
Okay, just go to a different part of the song. Anyway, since we are now done with that, I did say I was gonna get off after finishing it, so all of you who are still here, I'll be heading off. I wish you the best. Good morning, good evening, good night. Dang, missed the stream. Yeah, But it's fine. You can watch the VOD if you wanted to. We actually talked quite a bit. We had a lot of different things from working out to like how infections work for different zombie universes, stuff like that. So it should be fine. But I'm gonna go ahead and go. Y'all have a nice one. Actually, here, hold on a second. Hold on. I do want to test something. Never mind, it doesn't work. I was gonna test to see if the raid feature works for YouTube. I guess I don't have it enabled. I'll have to check it out. But yeah, all of you have a nice day, night, afternoon, whatever. But have a nice one, and see you next time.